Hello. Hi, gamers. Gaming. We're going. Um, Let me get the stream up on my phone so I can see you lovelies. There we go. I hope you all are doing well. Let's get it so we can see the game. Yeah, we can see the game. Can we hear it? We can hear it. That's good that we can hear it. We might have some doubling. That's a slight issue. Um, can I get it to not double if I just do one? No. Okay, so if I have friends come in, we won't have game audio, basically. That's what we're gonna have to do. Because that's just how life is. But until then, we can have game audio. Wait, no, I just want the Wii remote. There we go. Let me know how all of that is sounding, my friends. Yeah. So, if it was not clear by the title, we're doing some more Poke Park 100%. We're going to be doing more mini games because that is the majority of the 100% run at this point is mini games. So there we go. Let's actually get the game launched. Might be useful just a little bit, you know? Just a little bit useful to be able to actually play the game. And it looks like game audio might be a little loud. Let me know how that is sounding. Yes. Game is gaming. Game is gaming. Gaming indeed. Ah, no, I don't want to sit on my headphone thing. There we go. Sorry, I'm on my bed, as is my normal stream setup when I'm at home. And I believe that we are Funny Pikachu. But yeah, I'm sitting on my bed like a true gamer. It is because I want to be. I don't have space. I don't have space. That is why. So yeah, we have to finish up the Cavern Zone minigame first. And then, can I go this way? Can I break in? Yeah, I can break in. And then we're gonna go to the Lava Zone. Hello, Bastiodon. Let me play game, please. Also, I think I, managed to set up a Twitch sub goal? It looks like it. Yeah, let's play game. Hazel is very confused. This is my first time setting up my stream setup like this in a long time, because this is my first time streaming from college in a long time, all summer, because I'm back at college. For any of those who you don't know, that's why I was not streaming for a bit, just a couple days, because of all the packing and unpacking, and the house that I'm in at college got renovated, so we had to move everything out over the summer. And we had them stored in two separate places, so we had to move everything back in and set it all back up. There's still some minor sorting that needs to get done, but other than that, we're all good, which is nice. But yeah, I was doing that, which is pretty hard when you have shit lungs, I gotta be honest, to move all that stuff. But hopefully we won't need to do it again, except for winter. Because my school did not do their job correctly, and we have to move everything again because they are... All this whole stuff in the basement. Because they didn't finish the renovations, they only did the first 2 floors. They did not do the basement. Which is very disappointing. Ah, crud. I was messing with my eye and I missed that. Okay. There we go. So what are you guys up to? Hope you're all vibing. I am vibing. I don't have any classes until 1 o'clock on Tuesday, Thursday, and 1:50 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. At least for now. That'll probably change once I figure out what my research schedule is gonna be. But yeah, streaming right now, obviously. And then depending on how things go, we might stream tonight. With art, like the normal art stream. So you might get 2 windy streams in one day, we'll see. It depends on if friends are free or not. Otherwise I could do like a really early morning stream before Wizards tomorrow, but I don't really feel like doing that, we'll see. But yeah, my mornings are free, so like, aside from my normally scheduled streams, we might see some more morning streams when I, don't have a lot of schoolwork to do. Like right now, because it's the second day of school, and like I'm taking a less of a class load this year because I'm, president of the gaming club, and I'm working with our math club, and I'm tutoring, like, math and writing and chemistry. And I'm doing research for my capstone project. So I have a lot that I'm doing, so I'm just doing, like, 2.5 classes every term. And, like, it seems at least it's like this term, from what I can tell. I don't have to worry about regular homework, it's just, like, big projects that are going to be the big thing that I have to worry about, which is nice. Because I'm not, like, taking a math class or anything like that, so. That is good. I'm taking botany in an advanced chemistry lab, which means that I will be in lab for, like, hello? Hi, Sam. Okay, let me mute game audio so we can hear you. How are you doing, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Actually, I don't think I've told my lovelies on stream about all of the planning I've been doing for Pathfinder. Sam has heard about it.
I've infected them.
Yes, you have infected me with the Pathfinder disease.
I guess. It's spreading.
It is lovely. Oh, wait, no, I know how I can make it so that they can hear game audio. I'm smart. Give me a second. Keep talking. Gaming, yeah. What are you up to today, bud?
I am up to trying to figure out how to access the virtual textbook that I got.
Vibe.
Currently failing.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And yeah.
Haha, there we go. We can hear game audio. And
Right.
have friends on stream. And then I can just turn on the TV audio quietly so I can hear it. There we go. And my mic isn't picking it up. Oh yeah, so how far did... So last night, we started a house, like, gaming house playthrough of Baldur's Gate. And we were playing Grimace, Minnesota, our lovely purple rock gnome. How far did we get?
I don't think we got all that far afterwards because we were foiled by the greatest of villains, a doorway.
Yeah, I saw something about a door.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure out how this game seems very cool. I do not like the freeform non-grid movement.
Yeah, neither do I.
Because it is very unclear whether a place is visible or not, B, whether an enemy is benefiting from cover of any kind, and C, as far as I can tell, the cover rules are if there's anything that could conceivably block your path, you straight up cannot make the attack. If you're a player character, if you're an enemy, no, it's fine. You don't take any penalties.
Ooh, that's rough.
Because we were trying to shoot a person through a door.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, the thing that was blocking us was the fact that there was an enemy in the door frame. Which, like, okay, I don't feel like that should entirely block the shot. But sure, fine, whatever.
No fair.
And then we defeated that enemy. And then we put 2 of our people in the door frame. And the enemies were able to shoot through them just fine.
Ooh, that sucks. Also,
I don't.
that is annoying.
Yeah. So.
Also, hello Wiggly. Welcome to gaming. Did we find Human Shrek, our guardian?
No, we haven't found Human Shrek.
That's unfortunate. I want to find her.
Yeah.
But yeah, did we get any other friends? Because I know last night we had the mage guy, and we had the edgy vampire.
He is the most recent addition to the party.
Cool. Yeah, I had control of the game for a little bit last night. I immediately got our brain eaten by a tentacle Cthulhu man.
Oh.
So that was fun, and then we had to restart from the end of the tutorial because we hadn't saved the game. So that was cool.
My favorite part about that was just like you were like very slowly kneeling down towards the mind player, and Shadowheart and Star and are like, yeah, this seems fine. We will just stand here.
They didn't do anything to try and stop me. And it's like
if the camera had pulled away from them to like try to make you forget that they were there or something like that, maybe. But like fully, the camera was just showing you kneeling down directly in front of the mind player, and like directly behind you were Shadowheart and Astarion, and they were just like kind of standing there with their arms crossed, looking bored.
Yeah, they were. It was great. And then like we could have fought the mind flayer. But I was scared and saved Scum.
Mindy was a coward.
I was a coward. And then I immediately got
a fight a full-on mind flayer with 2 level 2 characters, Mindy.
That were like half dead.
Yeah, half health.
Yes.
Simply get good.
Simply get good. Because we were playing on the hardest difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
And then like right after that, because I had to restart, I got us killed by the intellect devourers like 2 times.
I think it was only once.
Okay, well that's good. But yeah, game is hard.
Well, on the hardest difficulty, when you don't know what you're doing. Yeah.
That is
game
true,
hard.
yeah. And we picked hardest difficulty because we were like, yeah, we have like 2 experienced GMs here. This will be fine.
The problem is that I haven't played D&D 5e in years.
And it's not like doesn't fully follow the rules of 5e.
Yeah.
And it doesn't explain how it works.
It's not on a grid, which drives me like it's not the weirdest choice you could make, I guess. I'm looking at you, Pathfinder Kingmaker and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, who chose to make Pathfinder First Edition into a real-time with pause game for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
At least it is turn-based by default.
Yeah.
I don't see what your problem with grids are. Grids are like good for thinking about things tactically.
They really are. And I think my other big issue is like they weren't very clear on like how all of the different actions and stuff work. Like I know how it works in a base D&D sense, but I didn't know if they were keeping it all the same or not, which I don't think they were.
The weird that they've changed up the actions for certain things, some of which I like. Mm-hmm. Because then you can actually, that does open up a few more tactical opportunities.
Yeah.
All in all, I think I like the changes that they have made to 5e because it definitely opens up a bit more like tactical stuff. I just don't know how they work yet.
That's fair. I just wish there would have been more of a tutorial.
I think I figured some things out. So like there are each weapon, as far as I can tell, it's tied to the weapon you're using, not the character.
Yeah.
Like gives you certain like special attacks that you can use once per short rest, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I just wish there would have been like tutorial for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's possible that because we chose to play on the highest difficulty, it assumed that we know what we were doing and didn't give us that.
I mean, I would hope it's that way. Or if it was just like something you could turn off. That would be nice.
Throw, it seems weird to like throw a new player into that.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Tutorial, yeah.
Typically, if you played Baldur's Gate yet, I don't know if he has. I don't know if he has a PC that can actually run it. I don't know. I'm gonna see how I like the game as we continue to play it, and I might get it. If I do get it, it'll probably be a stream game.
Nice.
We'll see. We'll see. I might wait for it to maybe drop in price a bit or go on sale. Because I still need to get, like, Pyre and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have many games I need to get. I will
I'm
probably
going to put it back now with all of the Windy, with all of the
all of the video games.
yeah, all of the things that I like.
That's already happened.
Haha. Excellent.
Also, Wiggly says that his PC could probably run it, so maybe we could get him to join us on stream. That could actually be a really fun multi-stream. If we got like a full party of 4 to go through Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I know there's some other people in the house that can play it, but I think it would be really fun. It was like 4 different streamers.
I am very technically that.
You are technically that, yes. Do you have a PC that can run Baldur's Gate?
I have no idea.
That's fair. Do you have a gaming PC?
I have this laptop.
Is it a gaming laptop?
Probably not.
Probably not, then. Oh, you could steal one of the house PCs, though.
Yeah.
We should totally get that for the house, once we figure out our budget stuff.
And they take like 8 months to pay us.
God, it depends. We're gonna see how it goes. We'll probably talk about that at the first board meeting. I need to, like, make a list of things we need to talk about. Also, Wiggly is interested in the idea of doing, like, a full party Baldur's Gate playthrough.
Nice.
So yeah, Sam is a Pathfinder GM, if that wasn't clear. We're actually going to be playing Hell's Rebels very soon. Which I'm excited
Hell's
for.
Rebels in Pathfinder 2.
Which technically I've played, like, a little before. I was there for, like,
you
2
played,
sessions.
Like, a third of the second book.
Yes, and I, like, vaguely remember some of the stuff. All I really remember is that you wrote things about what happened in the first book, but I don't really remember what happened.
So I did keep session recaps, which is the thing that I'm honestly more concerned about, because those session recaps did more or less spoil the plot of
I don't remember
the first book. But if you don't remember, that's cool.
Yeah, I do not remember. I have pretty bad memory, especially since I got COVID, so.
Yeah. Plus, it was like a year ago that you got that.
It was like 2 years ago.
Oh god, it was, yeah.
It was our sophomore year.
Yeah.
All I remember is that there were changelings, and I was pretending that everybody else were my servants.
Mm-hmm.
Because my character was a changeling. So Wiggly says that his PC can handle VR stuff, so hopefully it can do Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that seems reasonable, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's logical. You know what you could do? You could get it for Hugo's PS5, and then you could stream from Hugo's PS5. I could lend you my capture card.
Yeah, I have no idea how streaming from a PS5 works. So,
I could set it up easy. I mean, it's like the exact same as streaming from any other console that has an HDMI port.
I also don't know how it works, so...
Well, I'm doing it right now, so I could very easily set it up for you. Also, I have just been playing Pong in the background. Or like a Pong equivalent.
Oh, is that the game you were working on last time?
Yes. Also, I did it. I have gotten max points.
Congratulations.
Which means we can move on to one of my least favorite minigames.
Oh, no.
Mostly because I'm bad at it. It's like a baseball equivalent. So we'll see how that goes. Oh. And Hazel is sleeping in the window.
Oh.
She was happy to see you this morning. She likes Friends.
All right.
Yeah, so after you left, Hazel and I were like just standing, on the like near like how there's like so our house has this like entry stairway and there's like it goes onto this platform and then there's like you can go either right or left and they go right left and then there's like a platform and then they go down so you get to like the actual base. And Hazel and I were standing like on the like second stairway down facing towards the pathway and this girl just walks past and gives Hazel the weirdest look. Like she was like giving her the what the fuck, why is there a cat on a leash look?
Yeah, just going for a catwalk.
Yee, yee. Oh wait, no, I get to do the top minigame, and then we do my least favorite minigame. Also, here's a casual god, in case you were curious.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, he's just hanging out. He's like one of the only legendaries in this game. It's funny, because so Generation 3 has Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon as the legendaries. Both Groudon and Rayquaza are in this game, but Kyogre is not.
Huh.
Also, this
Weird.
game is called Rhyperior's Bumper Burn, which just sounds like you're having a real bad time. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. So we get to go through and play this. Oh yeah, Wiggly, are we doing art tonight? Do you know? Wait, do you have class today, Sam? Or is today your day off?
No, I do not have any classes today. This is the one day I have classes.
And that's nice.
I am, in theory, I would at least like to meet with a physics professor to figure out more stuff about my independent study, because that's happening this term and it's just kind of vaguely happening so far, and I'm concerned about it.
No, that's fair.
But I am ostensibly meeting someone today. Meeting one of my professors, just repeatedly, not my senior experience advisor.
Fair.
But
no, that's understandable.
I'll maybe go. I'll go into the physics building and see if there are people there.
Yee. Yeah, I'm meeting with my professor tomorrow about my independent study.
Nice.
Yee, which is like research probably gonna be analyzing the data I collected. Why did I didn't want to do this again as Pikachu. But yeah. Also, Wiggly says yes for art stream, which is good. Which means I'll be streaming twice today like a true gamer. But yeah, that should be good. I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't meet on a Tuesday, but I suppose she has, like, she's the one teaching my afternoon lab, so it's fair that she is busy. Yeah, so this game that I'm playing currently, the whole point is I get points by knocking people off of the ledges. So we're doing that. And I'm pretty sure I only need 1,000 points to do it for Magnemite, so that works. Have you had any thoughts about your research, or is that top secret?
So I am, majoring in physics and essentially minoring in education. So I'd like to do something physics education related
That's
type
fair.
thing. I've been looking at some of the previous things that physics and education people have done before and thinking about that kind of thing. But as for right now, I'm not really sure, which is concerning. So, because I'm probably supposed to have that figured out by now, and I'm
No,
scared.
that's fair. I believe in you.
Thank you.
You got this, my dude.
Thanks.
See, I have it easy. I'm just doing chemistry. There's
And
like...
what do you... What's your chemistry senior experience?
So mine, I actually really don't know. Mine is, I'm writing a research paper. It's usually either you write a research paper or you write a review. Like a literature review.
Yeah.
So
I will have to write a paper as well.
Yeah. I don't know. Mine, is going to be weird because my professor is also planning on publishing this research, so I don't know if I'm writing the paper that's being published, or if she is, or how that's working.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, what I am doing in conjunction with her. I'm going to talk with her about that. Tomorrow, probably. But yeah. Well, you know what we should do? We should turn the
But
guest room that we don't use into a VR room. It'd be fun.
yeah, oh, cool.
Yeah. Should we? I have been informed that Balti and Hitmontop do not have a Beyblade. Yes, this is true. Torkoal also does not have a Beyblade. Because he can spin. I'm playing Beyblades right now. If that wasn't clear. Which is just... it's a really unique concept for, like, a video game minigame, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Beyblades. Oh, interesting. So he has, like, they have, like, different effects for their, like, power-up thing. Okay. Because the last two guys just had, like, a spinny orb thing when I had the power-up thing. But this guy blows up. He uses self-destruct. And Torkoal spin because he a turtle boy. Do you have a favorite Pokemon, Sam?
Glade.
Glade? It's pretty good. The only Pokemon of that evolution line in this game is Kirlia. Who is the mid-evolution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. That's right, I suppose we did start this series with everybody just being in person. And climbing into my dorm room.
And I did the Wolfred Sandalwood voice from you.
This is true. Yeah, I mean, there's no real, like we can obviously come hang out in my room if people want, but, like, this is literally just grinding up the minigames, so... I'm not really sure there's a point to it. There's no, like, voice acting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Except for, like, the ones where you shake constantly. I might get people for those. Oh, Cherry's here! Cherryhead's here. Darren's here. How is the Bingus boy doing? Oh, apparently, the same 15-second ad played 4 times. That sucked.
Ooh.
Rough, but I appreciate the ad rev. You're helping me pay off my college. So here's a question. Does Claydol, who is a top Pokemon, have... No, he doesn't. He just spins. Got it. I don't like that his arm and his head... I can't tell if they're actually spinning at different velocities, or if they just appear that way because he has many more eyes than arms. I don't know. What do you think, Sam, as the physics major?
Hang on. I need to see it.
Yeah, look at the boy. He's spin. We appreciate a speeny boy. Oh, got yote. Also, I need your...
So as far as I can tell, the eyes part is not spinning.
Like that. It isn't.
I mean, no. I'm confused.
Me too. Also, is this how physics works? Is this how tops would work IRL, Sam?
What do you mean?
Like the velocity and momentum exchanged by smacking each other.
Oh. I'm gonna say no, just in principle.
That's fair.
I haven't actually looked at this very closely yet.
Well, you can look now, because I'll be playing it for probably the next 20 minutes. Oh, so rude of them trying to
Yeah,
hit me.
no. Generally, I feel like with the forces involved, no, this is not, and the amount of being sent flying that is happening, I feel like no, this is not physics.
True. Also, God is here again. This guy, the like weird four-legged orange guy.
Yeah, I remember that Pokemon. I don't remember its name, but yeah.
Heatran. Oh, but Wiggly disagrees. He says physics approved.
Okay.
Sharon, Sharon, Cherry, do you have opinion on these physics? I mean, clearly Sam is the expert on physics here, but... Wait, so Sam, what is your Pokemon experience outside of this game?
My Pokemon experience is weird. It is mostly not the video games because
Vibe.
I didn't actually have a console growing up.
Fair.
So it mostly consists of the fucking card game, which I collected when I was a kid, and having just the Pokemon encyclopedia fucking memorized.
Understandable.
As a child. And then I mostly stopped when Generation 5 happened because I was starting to get more into tabletop RPGs at that point, and I didn't feel like memorizing like hundreds of new Pokemon, especially when I felt like some of them were dumb. So
That's fair. It's also funny because, well, not Generation 5, but the generation that came after 5, Generation 6 has the least amount of introduced Pokemon. But yeah, no, fair. And Wheeler says, this much physics, quite impressive. Yes, this is not physics. I would disagree, this is not physics. This is not how physics works. Also, what is powering these tops? How did we make these tops?
good question.
Because, like, in-game, all we did was, like, throw the tops into a furnace, but, like, that doesn't explain where the safety tape came from or how they're, like, sized for each Pokemon. I have many questions. Also, I wish there was more of an indication of what power-up you were going to get based on your Pokemon. Because it's just, like, kind of, you get a power-up, and it doesn't really tell you what the Pokemon's attack is going to be beforehand. But such is life. Have you had any luck with your textbook?
Yes, I figured it out now. The weird thing was that it thinks that the shortened form of my Lawrence email is different from the long form of my Lawrence email. But I was trying to log in with the short form of my Lawrence email, and it was like, there's no account that exists under that email. I'm like, what?
No, yeah, sometimes websites are just dumb like that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm super glad I only have, like, for at least this term, I only have one textbook, and it's, like, optional, so... It's very nice. Oh yeah, so Venusaur has an attack that's different than any other attack we've had for any Pokemon in this game so far, so that's fun.
Cool.
I mean, it's a useful attack, it's just different. With no indication. Sorry. But I'm glad you got your textbook. Is that for math?
It's for geoscience, actually.
Ah.
Although I do have a math textbook as well.
Vibe. Because you're taking differential equations, right?
I am taking differential equations along with 3 other people in the house.
Yeah, we have just the math house this year.
We do. Ren would be so upset.
We should tell them.
Yeah. Honestly, like, when I posted in the residence chat, like, confirming that, hey, like, 4 of us are taking Diffie Q this year, is this correct? I was fully expecting Ren to, like, post something and, like, disparage math.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, they're not here this year.
They're not. They're
Oh, no, I'm
old.
sad. Yeah, they're old.
It is
They've
very
died.
sad, though. They've died. They've moved on to New York.
Yeah, the afterlife.
Yeah, honestly. Do you have any fun substitute teaching stories to tell the class?
Yes.
Do tell.
So, for context, I have successfully gotten a job as a substitute teacher at my hometown, which was way harder than it should have been, to be frank.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
I
Wiggly
had to
congratulates you.
Thank you. But anyway, so I did substitute teaching for a total of 3.5 days so far, because it was too slow a process that let me. My goal was to substitute teach for summer school because I'd explicitly been told that they needed math teachers, and I was like, well, I am minoring in math. This should be good experience.
Yeah.
But the process was far too slow, and I was not able to become a substitute teacher in time because of that. But I was able to do some substitute teaching in the first week or so of school because Lawrence works on a weird schedule.
Yeah. Our colleague is strange, and we should probably just say colleague and not dox ourselves.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, and then so the first day, which was September 1st, I signed up to teach a third grade class, and I was like, oh, that would be cool. It'll be just probably get to know you games and stuff like that because it's the first day of school. And then the day before, I got an email saying, hey, thanks for taking this job. Unfortunately, the third graders aren't going to be here on the first day of school because that's specifically for kindergartners and 3K. And I was like, okay, I mean, that makes sense. You want them to be not have the big kids there on their first day. That's cool. Why was the job open then?
Yeah, no, yeah.
But anyway, but they were like, could you do something else? And I was like, sure. What do you want me to do? And then they didn't get back to me until I arrived. And then they're like, hey, can you help out with watching the 4K kids, the pre-kindergarten kids? And I was like, sure. So yeah, I just, hung out, watched the kids.
You watched children.
Yes, I was told by a very proud kid that about all the letters in the alphabet.
Nice.
Because they knew all of the letters and they were very proud of that.
I mean, fair.
So then there was that, and then Monday was Labor Day. Tuesday I was helping my brother move in. Wednesday I did more 4K kids, which were also very cute. And Thursday I did a partial day because I wanted to actually teach some science, and the only science that was available was a partial day of bio, and that was kind of terrifying because it was the first time that I had actually been ostensibly the person in charge of a room of 20 to 30 students.
Fair.
But it wasn't a complete disaster, and at least some kids did fill out the assignment.
That's good.
So I see this as a win.
No, that is indeed a win. In my opinion.
And then Friday was the weirdest one of all because I signed up for a full day math teacher.
Yeah.
and I was like, great, this is my jam. And then I got there, and the school was a maze. Like, it's really so. I had the first period off. Like, it turned out that I didn't actually have to do anything.
Nice.
There wasn't any class for the teacher I was subbing for. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting paid to do nothing. That's great. But because the school was a maze, I spent half the time just making sure I could find the classrooms that I had to be in.
Fair.
You probably don't want to like show up late
To your class.
to your class. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit embarrassing.
And then the first 2 periods of math, honestly, I didn't really feel like I needed to be there because there was a co-teacher and he basically taught everything.
I mean, fair.
But in the 4th period, though, he was helpful. It was probably helpful for me to be there because I basically taught the same class but without the co-teacher. So
yeah,
that was fine. And I definitely feel like I was more even though I was basically doing more or less the same thing, I definitely felt like I was more confident the second day, which was nice.
No, that's fair.
And then after lunch, guess what subject I taught?
Math?
No.
The birds and the bees?
It was indeed health. It wasn't that though. This was like the 4th day of school, so
yeah, fair.
And my teaching consisted of pressing play on a video that the teacher had picked out beforehand, and then when the video was done, I was like, "All right, great. You've got an assignment in Google Classroom. Go work on that assignment. If you finish, then you can work on previous assignments in this class, and you want to do those because they're going to be graded over the weekend." And then if you finish that, then you can work on stuff from other classes. And then I just sat in the back and made sure the kids didn't kill each other.
Vibe. So that's the thing about being a substitute teacher. Is like that's half your job. Making sure there's no homicide.
The next class, the last 2 classes of the day, you will almost certainly never guess what they were.
Music?
Nope.
Social studies. Fencing.
Nope.
No, I don't know then.
It was theater.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and we just did improv games the whole time, and it was really fun.
Oh yeah, I remember you messaging about this in the chat.
Oh right, yeah, I did. But yeah, it was super fun. Like, all right. I mean, all things considered, I feel like I really enjoyed that. That was.
No, yeah, that's fair.
Being a substitute teacher is cool.
That is fair. Also, we beat by bumper burn.
Hooray.
Yes, now we can go do my least favorite one. Actually, we should check with Groudon to make sure I'm friends with him. If I have to fight him again, I'll be a little bit salty.
Yeah.
But basically, 100%ing this game means making all of the friends. And to make all of the friends, you have to complete minigames. Skill game. Let's hope. So I do have to fight him again. Okay, we're fighting God.
You know, as you do.
Yeah, when this God is, especially because this God is super effective against me. Oh, come on, let me hit you with my tail, buddy. Okay, Pikachu, why are you so little? Okay. Where? Do you think there's anybody else around that we can bother into joining us?
I have no idea.
That's fair. Ah, we were close. Ah, it's fun enough with just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Me, you, Hazel, and then also Wiggly. Okay, let's try and fight God again. Also,
I believe in you.
Look at his massive fingernails. What do you think Groudon, was evolved for? Do you think evolution is... Well, evolution is a thing in Pokemon, because we know convergent evolution is a thing. is just really weird to think about, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, fossil Pokemon are a thing, so, like, we also knew that. We've known evolution was the thing for a while. It's just weird to think about. What is your opinion on fossil Pokemon?
I think they're pretty cool.
I have beat up God.
All right.
Or a God.
Congratulations.
Yeah. One of them. Yes. Ooh, yes, my Amazon package is on the way.
All right.
Yeah, I ordered, oh, I have to do Blaziken's attraction? Gosh darn it. I'll have to fight God again later. Probably. Yeah, I forgot to get a daily planner, so I have one of those coming in the mail. And then I have a new water fountain for Hazel coming in the mail.
Nice.
Yeah, and, so do you know Miraculous Ladybug? I'm pretty sure I've talked about it at some point.
You have talked about it quite a bit, yes.
So there's these little gods called Kwamis, and the people who made Miraculous Ladybug put out this little, like, blind... Do you know what a blind box toy is?
Nope.
Basically, it's a box with a random toy inside, and you don't know which one it is till you open it.
Huh.
But they have that for all of the Kwamis. And I have Plague, and he's glittery, and he's sitting with my plushies, and I ordered another one that should also be coming in today. Because I was going to buy it at Target, and they didn't have them at Target anymore, and I was very disappointed. Hi, Blaziken. I want to play your game. Also, I have maxed out money. I should probably spend that. I'll do that after this game. See if there's anything I can spend it on. You know, I probably should have read the instructions. I don't remember how to actually play this game. I think I just hit boulders.
Instructions would probably be good.
I think I just hit boulders.
What did boulders ever do to you?
They're being shot at me like a baseball.
That seems rude.
Yeah, just a little bit. This is basically like a reaction time / rhythm game, but there's no rhythm. I think if there was rhythm, it would make it a lot easier. To be honest. Oh yeah, did not do good. Play again. There's only 2 Pokemon here being depressed at my defeat. It's not enough. Whew. Oh shoot. That's right, I need to read the fanfiction that we posted too. Have you read it yet, Sam?
I have not.
That's fair.
I am entirely unfamiliar with My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah, me too.
So.
I know nothing about it, except for, like, I've maybe watched one film theory on it. Also, I'm really bad at this game, if it was not clear.
I believe in you.
Thank
you can do it.
But yeah, it's just, they're just throwing boulders. Okay, I hit that. I hit that. Or not. Okay. Maybe let's try doing it with a different character who's actually good at this game, so I can try and get, like, understand how it works more. Ooh, they said that Scissor was good. Not Magmar, Scissor. Let's try this. I am currently being judged by about 20 plushies.
They do that on occasion.
They do that. They're watching me be shit at this Pokemon game. And they're like all Pokemon plushies, so. Okay. Oh my goodness. I even have a Pikachu plush up there. Okay. This is not going well. This is like legitimately the hardest minigame in the entire game, in my opinion. Yeah, so. So what are you doing now, Sam? Are you doing D&D things?
At the moment, yes, I am assembling character sheets to print off, and I am assembling the minis for Hell's Rebels that I brought, and I am realizing that I did not bring the right ones.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, are we doing it with like
fine.
actual like tabletop maps?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. I've only ever played with actual tabletop maps like twice.
It is a fun time.
Yee.
I have my own homemade map, and when I say minis, I largely mean like cardstock pawns and
I mean, you know, fair.
and printed paper minis.
Yee. I mean, the house
I
also
know
has minis.
we do have the house has some minis, yeah.
Yee.
That they may look into, but
yeah, I don't know where
cool,
they are
Pathfinder
now.
has like official pawns
Yee.
for each of their adventure paths.
Oh,
So
yeah, I know. I have
like,
them.
Actual art of the people in the book.
Yeah, I have the ones for Abomination Belts, although I don't play Abomination Belts in person. But I have all the pawns.
It's they're still sometimes useful for when there's not art of a creature in the book.
Yeah.
They might have art of it in the pawns, so you can grab the
No, that's true.
art from there.
Okay. Also, I'm still struggling at this game, if you were curious.
I still believe in you.
Thank you. I wish I could just, like, do it with a button press. That would be a lot easier.
Yeah, probably.
But, you know, I can't. It has to be a motion control game. Hazel is still sleeping. So what, we have 5 players?
We will have 6.
6? Okay.
I believe.
Big party.
Funnily enough, for Pathfinder party balancing purposes, 6 players is actually preferable to 5.
Oh, really?
Yes, because of the way the math works out. 6 players is basically just straight increase the considered party level by 1.
Yeah.
Whereas 5 players is like increase it by half the party level, which is a bit wonky.
So is 4 like the normal amount of players?
4 is considered the default.
Yeah.
And then, which means that, and Pathfinder operates on a system of adding, doubling a monster is considered adding 2 to its level, essentially. Yeah. So, which means that if you add like half a monster, or a monster that's half as weak as a monster, that's considered adding 1 to a level. So if you add 2 party members, that's adding 1 to the average party level.
Yeah.
If you add 4 party members, that's considered adding 2, which means that it's a bit trickier to develop characters for 5 and 7 players.
That's fair. Also, I just got my new record of 2,900 out of 26,000 that I need.
Nice.
Not close at all. But we're making progress. Free track. But yeah, no, that's logical. I don't really. The thing is, like, I've never read like any of the actual rule books for like D&D or Pathfinder. I just know it from experience.
Fair, yeah.
So I don't know like interesting technical details like that. I just know what tends to work in practice.
My first Pathfinder campaign had 8 players, so I very closely know the rules/suggestions for how to build encounters for larger party sizes.
Fair.
I know the general principles as well of it's a good idea to add more monsters to the thing. It's not a good idea to make the monsters tougher because then that leads to bad balancing issues.
Yeah. I don't know, the one that's nice thing about the Abomination Vaults that I'm playing at least is it's definitely a harder dungeon, so even though I have 5 players, it's not that I haven't actually had to change any scaling.
Yeah.
Because it's hard, and my players are not the smartest.
Yeah.
I love them.
If
They're
the
all
whole
great.
party is new to the games, that I usually won't actually adjust things.
Yeah.
Probably what I'll be doing in Hell's Rebels is I will be adjusting things somewhat, but not going really hard on it.
That's fair.
And for maybe the first few sessions, and they'll be kind of gauging how good the party is and how well they work together and whatnot.
Yeah. I don't know, the thing is, the biggest thing that my party does is they split up sometimes, because there's this...
Yeah, that's...
Well, it's not even the full party, it's just this one character where they just leave because they get bored. And it's it's a little bit the player doing it, but it's also them trying to be like, hey guys, let's get a move on and actually do the dungeon, kind of a thing,
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's how she died.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That does happen sometimes.
And we only have one tanky character too.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because we have one tanky character who is our fighter, and then everybody else is a regular melee class. We only have one wizard, and that's our one spellcaster, and that's our bard. Because we have a bard, a fighter, a gunslinger, and a swashbuckler, and an investigator. And they're all ranged fighters in an underground dungeon.
Yeah.
Except for the fighter. The fighter's close range. But... yeah, they're having a time. Did I tell you about the total party kill? Or the one that almost happened?
You did not.
Oh, so there's this one... So there's this, completely optional secret tunnel area that has this trap that when you're in, the center room of the secret tunnels, activates. And there's, 6 or 8 different blades that go. And it has a 1 in 4...
yeah, I remember this.
Yes.
This is how the character died, right?
This is how the character died.
Yeah.
So I think she got... It has, a plus 21 to hit. So, and she has, a really low AC, so she just got crit, 3 times. And then the players who came in and tried to rescue her set off the trap again and downed everybody except for their fighter and the one character who wasn't in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all squishy. They annihilate enemies, it's just traps that get to them. Because they don't have, anybody who's good at lockpicking or thievery.
Right, yeah. They don't have a rogue or
they do not
spec into that stuff.
Nope. Because the only person who would, I think the bard has it, but doesn't use it. Same thing with the swashbuckler. And the investigator who could probably do that kind of stuff is spec'd into healing. Because the party needs a healer.
Healing investigator is going to be really solid, though.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, it's definitely not, her whole build, but she definitely is yeah, I'm going to be also healing because we need that. Yes. I'm excited to see what we get for this party, because I currently have, 4 different ideas. Which I will share for stream.
That's one of the things that's most fun about Pathfinder is just building characters.
Yeah, that is true.
Lots of people just do that for fun with no intention of actually playing them.
No, that's very true. Yeah, my ideas are I have obviously the bard that I wanted to do, the bard Marshall, I believe, or it was just It was the bar juggler, that's what it was.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Who is, like, gonna be in the background buffing and then throwing daggers. And then I have, if I end up playing a psychic, if we need, like, a person who just does damage, I was a psychic build that was, like, the fire and ice one.
That's a really cool
Gimmick, yeah.
Yeah.
If I get that...
Just casually become Max Bell's demon.
If I get that, I might do some fun things with, like, the race stuff. I might make them, like, the Swoolie gen.
Oh, yeah, those are cool.
Obviously that's still in the works. And, like, that's the person I put the least amount of development into. And then I have an idea for a more tanky Oracle, which is the Life Oracle with the Blessed One stuff, so they can be a big healer.
Right, yeah.
And then I have the one that I have been raving about for, like, ever, which is, the Thaumaturge Regalia, who is also a Marshal, who's gonna just be buffing everyone. So I am excited. I have had fun prepping these characters. And, like, this person is also, like, prepped to be, like, a party face, should we need one. Because, you know, Thaumaturge is a charisma-based class.
Yeah.
Do you know if anybody else has character ideas, or am I the only one thinking about this stuff so far?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
I know at least a few people have said that they plan on reading the player's guide.
That's fair.
But they haven't spoken to me about anything. So
true, because a lot of people are new, aren't they?
Yeah. I from my understanding, at least some of them are new to Pathfinder, and I know Hugo is not strictly new, but generally new to tabletop RPGs in general.
No, that's fair. So. And then you got me over here with my many, many years of experience. And also being a GM.
Yeah. I mean, Darren has played a fair amount in my previous house campaign, and Kaylee has gone all the way to 20.
True.
With Pathfinder 2 campaign.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I know
what she wants to play.
Oh, cool.
She mentioned that she wanted to play the Dampier automaton that they made, the sorcerer one.
Oh God.
She mentioned
it. Was that a joke specifically against me? Because that is the go-to example of my general policy is that I don't care about the rarity system. Mm-hmm. You can play whatever stuff you want, as long as you can make it make sense.
Yeah.
And then my example is like, if you really want to play a Dampier automaton, you can. You just better have a pretty good explanation for how you are a half vampire or a robot.
Oh, something just happened. Oh, I just got a follow. Thank you much, Paisley Sheep, for following.
Oh, hi, Lee.
That is Lee? Okay. Hi, Lee. If you want to drop in the voice chat, you can. I don't know, because that was the character that she made when we had that blackout last year.
Oh, right. Yeah. I remember that.
And that's why she wanted to play, because she already had them made. Or at least somewhat made. That was a time. There was, like, a blackout for was it the entire campus? Or
it was the entire campus, yeah.
Do you remember what caused that, or did it just happen?
There was some kind of, like, electrical, some kind of failure in power lines, I think.
Yeah. So we were all sitting in the common room with Sam's, like, 5 or 7 different D&D Pathfinder books, making characters.
We were like, what do we want to do? I was like, somehow we got on the topic of Pathfinder, and I was like, I can bring down my Pathfinder books and people can look at them, and then we started making characters.
Yeah, I made a puppet inventor who had, like, the armor. I think I still have it somewhere. You know, we had a lot of fun. That's the great thing about tabletop RPGs, is like, if you have nothing to do and the power's out, you can easily do that.
For sure.
Especially if you have, like, the actual tabletop stuff, unlike me. The only, like, physical stuff I have is my dice, and then, like, the beginner box for Pathfinder.
Mhm.
So that's fun. Although I'm excited to start another campaign because, like, my technical third campaign that's going on hasn't actually met for a while because we usually only meet during breaks. And we tried, like, every week over the summer to set up a time to play, and we just could not do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the one that I usually do on stream.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll just be nice to be
That
doing
happens
another one
sometimes.
where I'm not the one GMing because, like, I like GMing, but I also like playing.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like my general stance is that like I like GMing slightly more than playing.
That's
So
fair.
I'm typically the GM.
Yeah, and like, I don't
But
mind
I do
GMing.
like to do a play once in a while. So I mean, I'm in a player in like this game that he runs for our family.
Yeah.
Play 2 characters.
Yes, I believe I've heard about this before.
Can I tell you about how one of them is a pun?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So okay, this requires some setup. So the campaign my brother is running, Return of the Rune Lords, is a Pathfinder First Edition campaign. It's in fact the second to last Pathfinder First Edition adventure path ever.
Oh, wow.
Before they start switching to second edition. And so Pathfinder Second Edition, you have campaign-specific backgrounds.
Yeah.
Pathfinder First Edition, you have campaign-specific traits.
Oh.
So basically, they kind of replace each other. So if you look at the Chaos Rebels 2e player's guide I sent you, I adapted all the backgrounds in there from the traits in the First Edition version. Anyway, so one of the traits in Return of the Rune Lords is called Close Allies. And the basic idea is that like you take it with another player character, and that represents your characters being like particularly close. So being family members, just really close friends, or even lovers.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I'm playing 2 characters because it's me, my mom, and my dad, and I'm playing 2 characters so that we can have a party of 4, so Nate doesn't need to adjust the module. So I think it would be cool if both my characters took that trait, because they're both played by the same person.
Yeah. Also, really quick, bye, Wiggly. Have a nice one. Sorry.
Bye. And so then I was thinking about like, all right, so my characters are going to be like really close allies. What kind of relationship do they have? We're figuring out like the character concept and stuff. And I was at the same time figuring out like what classes I want to play. And I was looking at my previous list of character concepts. And there's the archetype of gunslinger that is designed to use crossbows instead, called the Voltace.
Yeah.
Which is nice because gunslingers are like a very cool class. Just the problem is that most settings don't have guns in them. So if you play the Voltace, you can like still be able to find new magic items and stuff like that you can use. And then I was like, Voltace. So then I decided to make my characters boyfriends so that I can say that he is a Voltace, not an arrow ace.
That's pretty great. I like
I'm glad
that.
you think so.
So I got distracted. They just sent out like the link for like our schedules for math tutoring, which I will look at after it because I just checked and the training's not until like Thursday or Friday, so don't have to worry about working today. Well, I mean, I would have signed up for 10 to 11, so hopefully they wouldn't have had me expecting to be there today. I was supposed to be working. But yeah, video gaming. Gaming.
Gamer moments.
Indeed. What was that? Sorry, I just heard a very loud noise from outside.
Yeah, no, I heard that too.
Glad I'm not alone. So yeah, we're on the same side of the house this year, aren't we?
We are
I'm just used to thinking about you being all the way across the way.
on like basically the opposite end of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hazel also
no,
hears it.
I tried to enter, or like was about to enter my previous room like 3 or 4 times this year so far.
That's fair, and it's only like
And
the
I'm
second
sure
day
I will
of
do it
school.
again. Yeah, because that was my room for the entire time that I've been in the house. Otherwise,
No, that's
so
fair.
I was like, I'm in the house. I associate
That room
that
with
with
your
going,
room.
yeah. And then the other thing is, I've taken a bunch of bad circuitous routes through the house because I associate going up to the second floor with the staircase that's all the way over there because it was right next to my previous room,
No,
and
that's
not
fair.
the staircase that's right next to my floor. my room.
No, that's fair. Okay, well, it sounds like maybe they're doing some kind of construction work. If they actually like start doing
Yep.
shit, we might have to wrap up stream just because it's right next to my room.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least that's what it sounds like.
Let's see if I can see anything out the window.
Cool.
I cannot. There is a tree.
There is a tree, yeah. Maybe they're doing something with the tree.
They don't appear to be, but
Fair. Also, Hazel is she has just awoken, and now she is intently watching me and or the TV. She's having fun.
she's creepy.
She is kibbing. Also, we should wrap up soon anyway, because I'm hungry.
Yeah, fair.
And I have
Well, that
lab
should
at
be
1.
open now. So.
So, yeah, it's open now. I was thinking I was going to go till 11:30 at the latest, because I don't have lab until 1, so... Still working on the same character, by the way. There was a little bit there.
You got time. We'll hammer it out.
Yeah.
Well, I also want to do like broad character creation together because so we can like A, have like party balance, and B, have like a party dynamic character relationships if people want to do that.
True.
And also so that I can help the
newbies,
newer players.
It's fair. I mean, I've also only ever made like one Pathfinder character before. So, I mean, like, I've had concept and I've used like online character makers, but like physically making one Cowrie, which was my character that I played in Hello Circles the first time, is the only one I've actually made.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll bring like character sheets and stuff.
Nice. That's exciting. But yeah, no, I'm hyped. And you should send me that info on like the noble family so I can pick which one I want to be the child of.
Do that. Are you thinking like what are you thinking like your character's relationship with it like?
Ooh, I think that they're doing most of this in secret. Like they're the heir, and they don't want their family's house to get burned down.
Okay, cool.
I haven't put too much thought into it, but that's the
so I'm assuming you don't want to be part of the family whose house already burned down.
No, was not planning on it.
Okay.
My other thought is that so they're a tiefling, right?
Right.
And I think that their tiefling traits are gonna be pretty minimal, like little horns that they can hide in their hair, and like a thin demon tail that they can hide easily. So I don't think their family knows that they're a tiefling.
Ooh, okay. Sure, yeah.
So
I should say like the despite Shellyax being aligned with like devils and stuff, being a tiefling is still not great, just for like different reasons than probably the rest of the worlds. Because the Chalish nobility likes to pretend at least that they're the ones who control the devils and not the other way around.
Yeah, so
and so like being a tiefling is like a mark of shame because it indicates that either you or your ancestors let the devil have influence over you rather than the other way around.
Yeah. And like I don't necessarily think they got it from their bloodline. I think they probably got it from
it can definitely be from any kind of source. So
yeah, I'm definitely thinking more on the exposure to infernal magic kind of thing.
yeah, that's cool.
Which means that their family could absolutely be part of, being against the whole rebellion thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't put too much thought into it, but
Yeah, there are different families that have kind of different political allegiances because most of the families predate the ascension of House Boone. So, like, various different families have, like, different opinions about House Boone and whatnot.
No, that's fair. And I feel like having a tiefling in the party just in general would probably be useful.
Yeah, it's definitely thematic. There's lots of tiefling NPCs in this adventure path. So.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, like, feats and stuff that could be very helpful for that kind of thing. Right, or, like, understanding sure. Demons. If I can play that one's definitely a tiefling. And if I end up doing the Oracle, my plan is for them to be an ASMR.
Ooh, cool.
So I've got all of the plans. What are the people's thoughts about ASMR in Chillax?
Generally, it depends, but like given that there's a essentially celestial backed revolution going on right now, at the very least, the law enforcement will be highly sus of you.
Fair.
So you'll definitely draw eyes. There are definitely people who will like think you're really cool, but it's probably fewer than in like other nations, and there will definitely be people who think that you are like plotting to overthrow the government or something like that.
Which we are.
Yeah,
but
but if you are doing that, having people think that you're doing that is generally not to your advantage.
No, yeah, definitely not. Slight issue. Yeah. I don't know. And, like, I really like all of the different backgrounds and stuff, like, and the different heritages they have. I just feel like it's a lot of everything is either you're some kind of a genie, you're an ASMR, or you're a tiefling.
Yes, so broadly the versatile heritages are, at least most of them, are plain touch heritages. Mm-hmm. So you have some kind of influence from a creature from outside the material plane. So that's why most of them are like that.
That's fair.
There are a few versatile heritages like Dampier that are not plain touch, but...
Yeah, there's only like a couple of them, like Dampier and
Changeling.
Yeah.
And Beastkin, I think, are the main ones.
No, those sound like the big ones. I remember, like, just briefly seeing Beastkin, and I was like, oh, okay, that's there.
Yeah, Beastkin is like, you're not full on, like, a whale creature, but you have, like, that kind of influence, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe you're descended from one or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Is Ghoul technically one of those too? I don't know if Ghoul's actually in there or not. Or that would be a...
Ghoul is one of the undead archetypes from Book of the Dead. So basically, yeah.
Yeah, I only know that it exists because I was looking into it because one of my characters got ghoul fever a couple times.
Yeah.
Love the abomination bolts and all of the random illnesses you give your characters.
It's very Darkest Dungeon in that way. Just like, how did you get this disease?
I fought a ghoul, it bit me. I no-clipped the boss of the next floor and attempted to fight them and almost got murdered. That's how. Also, I have a really evil plan for if any of my characters die and they don't want to continue playing their characters. The whole thing about the Abomination Vaults, right, is that there's this giant lighthouse called Gauntlet that summons and is like a necromantic thing. Right. And Belcora's there and she's a ghost. And there's a lot of haunts in the whole dungeon. So my plan, if a character dies and they don't want to continue being that character, they're forming into a ghost. They're gonna get ghosted. And then there's a part in the story where when Otari, who is a ghost in the dungeon, is set free to move on, he actually, as a GM, you can choose, like, you can let him move on, or you can have him get taken to the bottom of the vault by Belcora. My plan for any PCs that don't want to use their characters, they're gonna get ghosted, and then they're gonna be in the bottom levels of the vaults with Velcora.
Nice.
I did it! I finally got it on this one character.
Hooray!
That took so long. And that's just on one character, by the way. Out of like 10.
Good luck.
Thank you. But, that's my evil plan. Obviously, I don't want my players to die.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
That would be just a bit mean of me. Just a little bit unkind. So how many campaigns have you run?
Oh gosh. A lot. Like, define campaigns.
I don't know. How would you define a campaign? Like modules.
Yeah.
Extended
Yeah,
modules.
okay. Starting from the beginning or like starting from Pathfinder?
I don't know. Either.
Okay, this is gonna be kind of vague then, because I barely remember some of the like really janky ass homebrew D&D stuff I made. I remember I first got the D&D rule books. So like I got into D&D because I had a friend, and his dad was teaching him to play D&D.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get friends to like join him. And I was like, okay, that sounds great, but my family is going on vacation for like a week, so I don't be able to join like immediately. And then his dad just like sent me the like first edition basic D&D books to look at over vacation.
Vibe.
And then I was like, yeah, let's go. I don't know, write my own adventure. So I wrote my own adventure, and I think there were like orcs that had kidnapped the baby dragon, and they were trying to rescue the baby dragon.
Nice.
And I think there was a shoot trap, because that was one of the ones mentioned in the book, in the like Dungeon Master's Guide. Or no,
Fair.
not the Dungeon Master's Guide, like the,
Player's
because there
guide.
wasn't a Dungeon Master's Guide. It was just the one book. And then the Dungeon Master part of the book. And then I did more Baby Dragon adventures, and I don't remember how those stopped. But and then I think the next campaigns that I would do were like stuff at an after-school club organization thing. It was like an after-school program.
Vibe.
And, from my understanding, one of the counselors played D&D, and he played D&D with some of the kids.
Fair.
But the year that I came, he left.
Oof.
But he left his D&D books. So this was D&D 3.5, actually.
Oh, it's the bad one.
Look, D&D 3.5 is okay. It is pretty much objectively worse than Pathfinder First Edition. If you want to play that kind of game, play Pathfinder First Edition instead.
This is true.
Pathfinder First Edition is more fun and better balanced.
Yes.
But anyway, I didn't know what Pathfinder was at this time.
You were little. Of course you would.
Yeah. I was in third grade, and so I was like, and so then like some of the older kids were like, we can make our own adventure, and I remember that it was bad. It was basically I joined because I was like, sure, yeah, it was basically we just wandered through the woods and fought random monsters.
Nice.
There was no plot whatsoever. And I was like, I don't like this. This is bad. I can make my own adventure. And then I remember doing that, and I think it was a mess. I think there were mind players involved, and like
Nice.
necromancers or something, maybe
Yeah.
both. And I do remember being frustrated because the bigger kids would hog all the books, but eventually they left the school because they went on to middle school.
Yeah.
So I had it to myself, and I ran my adventure. And then at some point, I think I was started running games more at home. I know that I had, So for my birthday, after I got the books from my friend's dad, and then I joined his game that he was running. I was like, all right, well, I did my Baby Dragon adventures. I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing. But my parents had got me a D&D module for my birthday.
Nice.
And I was like, this is great. What does all this mean? Because my parents didn't know that there were multiple editions of D&D, and neither did I. So
Fair.
they had got me a 4th edition module because that was the current edition of D&D at the time. And I had no idea what anything was.
Fair.
But that didn't stop me. So I ran a 1st edition D&D conversion of a 4th edition module. Which was very weird.
I would imagine, yes.
But we got through it. I think we made it all the way to the end.
Nice.
So those were broadly the campaigns that I ran pre-Pathfinder. And then summer before 6th grade, I went to like a day camp, summer camp thing that was advertised as like D&D camp.
Ooh,
It turns out it was actually this weird game called Pathfinder. And I was like, huh. And so the campaign was like a mess. That was my first introduction to basically murder hobo players.
Nice.
And the GM indulged their nonsense. So like the campaign was an absolute wild mess. Someday I'll try to tell the story because it was a wild ride.
Fair.
And I was like, all right, well, I didn't really like the other players or the GM very much, but I did like Pathfinder. I think Pathfinder is an interesting game. So then I bought the Pathfinder 4 rulebook, and I was like, all right, for my birthday party this year, I'm going into 6th grade. I'm going to buy the Pathfinder 4 rulebook. I'm going to buy a Pathfinder adventure called Dragon's Command. It's got a dragon on the cover. That's cool. And then we're going to play that for my birthday. And we spent nearly the entire time making characters because none of us knew how to make characters. And then we played for like 30 minutes, and we got through the intro and got to the first fight. And then we had to leave during the first fight.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I had a few more scattered sessions of that, but then it kind of died out. But then next year, I was like, all right, I'm going to come back and I'm gonna try this again, knowing what I know now. And I'm going to different module. And it was this big giant dungeon with 16 levels, kind of similar to Abomination Vaults.
Yeah.
Each level is written by a different author, and it's called the Emerald Spire.
Oh, that's
And
fun.
that was like the first big multi-year campaign that I successfully completed, and it ran from like start of 7th grade to like approximate start of 9th grade.
Wow. I don't know. I'm just impressed that you were GMing so young.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like a lot of my GMing stuff was bad, but yeah, I have been a GM for as long as I've played D&D.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, I started with GMing for my family and a few friends.
Vibe.
Yeah. So that's why, like, at this point, GM prep is like what I do to relax.
No, that's
like,
understandable.
Like at the start of Lawrence, I didn't have any campaigns that I was running, and I was like feeling kind of stressed out, honestly.
Vibe.
So like, I need to start more campaigns.
Need to start the Pathfinder and the D&D.
Yeah. Um. Anyway. So. Yeah. So then, after that, we recruited another player. We lost 2 players, and I started a full Pathfinder adventure path, The Ruins of Aslan. And
Nice.
that one also lasted for about 2-ish years.
Mhm.
And that one we also ran all the way to completion, and I'm really proud of that. So there's that. And then we had a little bit of time before I went off to college. So then I did the Starfighter campaign against Aeon Throne.
Yeah.
And we did that one. And that one was the shorter one.
Mhm.
That one was just 3 books.
Just 3 books.
Yeah, just 3 books.
Like you're talking.
The Starfinder books are also shorter than Pathfinder books.
That's fair.
So they only got to like 7th level.
Oh, yeah, that is much shorter.
Yeah, and COVID happened during the middle of that.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, and then I went to Lawrence. I started some games. I started the Tales Rebels game that eventually did not finish.
Died.
I started Age of Ashes with random people I recruited from the gaming house.
Yeah.
And that's successfully wrapped up this summer.
Which is crazy.
Cool. Yeah. And then I also restarted my home game again, just over summer, and we did a 3-book adventure path, and we finished that one up this summer. So
nice.
yeah, it was cool. That is broadly all the campaigns I've run. I think.
No, that's fair. I'm just realizing that my 3-book adventure path is probably coming up on its like 2 years that we've been playing it.
Damn.
Mostly because we're really bad at meeting because they're busy and I'm long COVIDed a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I think we've maybe had like 30 sessions, which isn't too many, but like
that is better than some campaigns I've been in.
That's true. We're in the middle of the second book.
Yeah, I was in a Call of Cthulhu campaign that wasn't great. The GM was only able to make sessions like once a month.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
then various other people also had scheduling conflicts, so like we played very rarely.
No, that's
also
fair.
That's how I learned that I don't really like Call of Cthulhu as a system.
Understandable.
Well, 1 as a system, and 2 in general, because like H.P. Lovecraft was a racist asshole, and like definitely it is possible to do Lovecraftian horror without being racist about it, but the module we played sure didn't.
Yeah.
It sure was real racist.
Not
and
racist was
that's
good.
why we stopped, because it was bad.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do on the attempting minigames. I'm gonna see if I can get any upgrades, and then we're probably gonna wrap for today.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it is getting to be 11:30, which means I have to get lunch and then head to lab.
E.
Also, Hazel has transitioned to lying on the floor.
Aww.
She is very long right now. It's very cute. Oh, yeah. No, my first thing I GM'd was like a series of one-shots that I was making every week and calling a campaign. So I've made a lot of shitty one-shots.
Yeah.
I had fun with it though. And that was like we didn't have a very consistent level up thing, but we got to like level 12 or 13, I think.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Like honestly, as long as everyone's having fun, there's no such thing as a bad campaign.
And that was also a chance for me to like, that was when I was really like hyperfixated in D&D. So that gave me a chance to make a whole bunch of characters and have them be like random PCs that the players could bring to adventures if they wanted.
Nice.
So that was fun. And it was good because that was like when I was first learning to GM, like the late half of our freshman year, and people were busy in COVID, so it was online and like people didn't have to show up every week. Like it was intentionally designed that way, so that was good. And then I started Abomination Vault, and that's what I've been doing since then. Okay, can I do any other upgrades? I think I have all the upgrades. You know, I could have checked that using the Pikachu stats button. Yes, we're maxed out. Saving El Video Fuego. But yeah. GMing is fun.
GMing is fun.
That is the moral of today's stream. GMing is fun.
Oh, today's stream. Gaming.
Gaming, yes. Okay, let's go to stream end. Let's see if we can find anybody on Twitch to raid. Who is live on Twitches right now? Oh, Drop the Hammer is live. We'll go say hi to him.
Sprite collision. I was gonna lose.
Okay. So I'm gonna head out of the VC. Thank you for joining me on stream, Sam.
Yee, this was fun.
Yee, very fun. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming to stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna go say hi to Drop the Hammer. I'll meet you guys over there, and then we should maybe, probably, hopefully be live again around 6 tonight for art. Okay, everybody have a nice one. Bye.